Hello, good morning, class 10th. We are Today we are starting with the grammar section, and editing is one section of this grammar. So today you are going to edit the passages. The following passages have not been edited. There is one error in each line. Write the incorrect word and the correction against the correct question number. Remember to underline the word you have supplied. One is done as an example. So students, here is passage number 1. The International Monetary Fund maintained its forecast on weak global growth and warned that further stagnation did fuel more populist sentiment for trade and immigration that would stifle activity, productivity and innovation. In the late update of their World Economic Outlook, the IMF said a drop in the US growth for 2016 is due to a weak first half performance. So this was the incorrect passage, and now we are going to find out the mistakes now. The first one example is in the first line, the International Monetary Fund maintained. So it should be in the past tense, maintained its forecast. Huh? So on is a wrong for weak global growth and warn that further stagnation, deed is a wrong here, will fuel more populist sentiment for is wrong here to trade and immigration that would stifled. So stifled will become stifle. Okay, activity, productivity and innovation. In the late update of their THEIR there is wrong. Its World Economic Outlook, the IMF said a dropped. So dropped is wrong here. DROP only is right. Drop in the in US growth for 2016 is due. TOO2 shouldn't be there. It should be due to TO2 a weak first half performance. You understood now? So you will be completing in your classwork all the incorrect words which are underlined, and whatever I have spoken here in the video, you have to make the correction there. I am moving on to the passage number 2. Your voice has remained very subdued and others' voices are very loud. Command because they were order and you had followed them. Despite you, naturally only one voice is missing with you, and that is you. Otherwise there is a holy crowd, and that crowd is constant driving you mad, because one voice say do this, another's voice says never does that. Don't listen to that voice. So students, always while doing this activity, this particular editing, you need to read the incorrect complete passage. Okay, then think about the each and every line. So I'm going to just now start my editing here. Your voice has remained very subdued. It should be subdue. No, subdue is the wrong word there. Subdued is the correct word. And others' voices are very loud, comma. Command is wrong. Commanding. So commanding is the correct one, because there were orders and you had followed them despite despite yourself. You becomes yourself here. Naturally, only one voice is missing in you, and that is you. Otherwise, there is a wholly, WHOLLY is wrong. WHOLE, whole crowd, and that crowd is constantly driving you mad, because one voice say becomes says here, do this, another says never, not does, never do that. Don't listen to that voice. Okay, students. So again, the same procedure you have to follow, the incorrect and the on to the passage number 3. The issue of capital punishment involve determining whether the execution of criminals are ever justified, and if so, on what circumstances it is permissible, and how to determining the limits of a crime demand execution. It also involves the issue where the society believes in corrective justice nor not nor retributive justice. The basic assumption from retributive notion of punishment is that a criminal deserves punishment. So students, so first line, the issue of capital punishment. So involve here wrong, involves determining whether the execution of criminals. So here execution is talking about execution. So criminals are becomes is ever justified, and if so, on no, on is wrong here, under what circumstances it is permissible, and how to determine the limits of a crime demand becomes demanding execution. It also involves the issue whether, not where, whether the society believes in corrective justice, nor no, nor is incorrect, corrective justice, or retributive justice. The basic assumption from retributive notion of punishment in general is that a criminal deserves punishment. So students, so this was the third passage. Fourth passage I am again reading again complete passage, and then we will find out the incorrect words and then we'll make it correct. We live in times when incomes is rising. The economic boom of the last 25 years have created a growth tribe of erstwhile middle class turned HNIs who earn much money than they can spend. Born on the inflation and scarcity-stricken 1960s and 70s, these well-paid adults enjoy their new wealth but is conservative in their spending and investing habits. They swung should be there, children. So correct is given already there. They swing among confidence and caution whether it comes to money. So now we will just make it correct now. So here in the first line, we live in times when incomes is rising. So the incomes is becomes R. So is incorrect, R is right. The economic boom of the last 25 years have becomes has created a growing tribe. GROW is not grono, growing tribe of erstwhile middle class turned HNIs who earn much more than many becomes more than they can spend. Born in the inflation and scarcity stricken 1960s and 70s, these well-paid adults enjoy their new wealth, but is becomes R is incorrect, R is right, are conservative in their spending and investing habits. They, it should have been swung there, so already given there, they swing Okay, among becomes here between, confidence and caution whether it comes to money. So children, in the same way, passage number 5 and 6. Okay, the Guinness World has been set with the largest performing rock band in China before 953 musicians did a show together, most twice the previous record. There was 6 different music sections from the band, including 349 singer, 154 guitarists, 151 drummers, 101 bassists, 100 keyboards players, and 98 wind instruments. The band, with the Beijing Contemporary Music Academy, was led by singer-songwriter Xi Jian. So now, students, I am leaving on to you all these 4 passages. Passage number 5, 6, 7, 8. The wrong words are underlined already. So you have to supply the correct answer and complete these passages. Okay, I'm reading passage number 6. Geoffrey Chaucer is considered by many to be the father for English literature and the greatest poet of the Middle Ages. Born around 1343, he is the most famous in the Canterbury Tales, a series of stories, mostly in verse, based on a group of pilgrims traveling with the shrine of Thomas Becket. The pilgrims has a storytelling competition, resulting in each of the tale being called by the character telling them. So in this also, students, you need to just think about the correct answer and complete the passage. Moving on to the passage number 7. William Wordsworth is born in 1770 and helped develop a new literary movement called Romanticism, which saw a new focus in nature and emotion. Famous penning the words "I wandered lonely like a cloud", Wordsworth is the most strongly associated with the Lake District region of England, the beautiful landscape of which was an big inspiration for him. Wordsworth was poet laureate for 1843 until he died. Same is the case, underlined words are incorrect. Please write down the correct word. Last and the final passage today. The opening ceremony for the 2016 Summer Olympic Games takes place in the Maracana Stadium on 5 August 2016 and is directed by Fernando Marileles, Daniela Thomas or Andrewcha Waddington. The ceremony highlights the aspects of Brazilian history and culture and featured a segment narrated by Fernanda Montenegro and Judi Dench with an appeal to environmental conservation and prevent global warming. The ceremony also features the inaugural presentation of the Olympic laurel. So these were the all the 8 passages. In this last passage also, dear students, you will find the incorrect words and you need to just correct. Okay, but next, in the next video, all the 6 passages I'm going to give you, and there you need to find out the incorrect word also and write down the correct word in the space, and all these passages you need to complete in your classwork, because these are very important and difficult also for you people. So because editing section carries 4 marks in the final examination. So thank you till then. So see you in the next section of the editing in the part 2 section, from passage number 9 to 14. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you.